Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Zvagelskiy Talks. Today Mitch and I are talking about how we hit 10,000 subscribers on YouTube within only 7 months.
So before we go ahead and dive into this video, Emiliano and I just wanted to give you guys a quick thank you for helping us hit the 10,000 subscriber goal. As you know, this channel is super important for Emiliano and I because we put in a lot of our time and energy in producing this content and really focusing on giving value to you guys. And if literally just one person watches any of our videos and benefits from it and goes ahead and either builds a business or scales their business or even just strengthens their finances, then all of the time put in is already worth it for us. And again, thank you so much for helping us hit this goal and looking forward to continuing to see the growth of this channel.
So the first thing Mitch and I did really before we started scaling and launching our YouTube channel is, we loaded the can in it. And for those of you guys who don't know what that means, it means we prepare and we basically prepare to launch and prepare to basically, get the channel up and running. So basically all we're doing is optimizing for our performance so that when we launch, we're well optimized and, we expect to do well and we have the right environment. So what you guys may have not seen on YouTube, if you guys go to our Instagrams, you guys have probably seen it. Before we ever post on YouTube, we spent around 2 to 3 months simply just drawing up studio designs and building a studio in and of itself. So if you guys go and look at our old first videos before we moved into this new place, we used to record videos in a studio for a couple months of where, we built the entire thing from scratch with our own hands with the help of a couple friends. And, in addition to building the studio, the second thing we really did to load the can is we hired an editor and a person to do our SEO for us. And, this is just simply to give us more comfortability in, how we are on camera because we know, hey, we're not responsible for having to edit afterwards, and that's really not our specialty. And also, we don't have to try and learn SEO and take all these different, YouTube videos and courses and try to learn how to do it ourselves. But instead, we can really do is just focus on purely doing the video and really not have to worry about editing or the SEO or the posting of the video in and of itself. And the third thing we would do to load the can was we would brainstorm video ideas pretty much every day. So you guys probably don't see this every single day, but Mitch and I read the news. We're constantly trying to learn new things. And we'll read the news and we'll be like, hey, I think this is interesting. Do we have a take on this that's probably unique, or can we provide some unique knowledge on this? And if we can, we'll write it down. And then, what we'll do is we'll go through all our video ideas. We'll see, hey, is this one good? Is this one bad? Should we do this one? And, what we'll do is we'll constantly, no matter what the day is, it can be any day of the week, we'll constantly be looking for video topics that will bring value to you guys and that we personally can say that we have some knowledge on. And, that's really what it comes down to is we try to find stuff that is, in the middle of both worlds. It's interesting and we know exactly what we're talking about. And the last thing we did to really load the can was we did optimize and we did have our thumbnails prepped. So when you guys go into your videos, our thumbnails looking pretty spiffy. And that is because Mitch, being the great guy he is at, having his social media presence, has learned the art of the thumbnails. So we do a lot of our thumbnails in advance so we don't have to do them all right before we upload a video. And, Mitch is the man.
So thank you so much for the warm handoff, Emiliano. But let's go ahead and talk about the speed versus perfection conversation. So speed will always beat perfection. And the statement directs specifically towards building a social media presence because many people spend too much time overthinking their posts. Overthinking leads people to having many negative thoughts, and as you continue to overthink, you have thoughts in your mind that are literally useless, and you're just coming up with problems that don't really mean anything. And especially when this comes to building a social media presence, whether it's on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, maybe you use all of these platforms and you post daily content on all of them. If you're overthinking your posts, you're really not able to deck out posts consistently. And when you're in the beginning phase of you having to deck out content consistently in order to really progress in your social media growth, constant overthinking leads to a smaller and slower rate of decking out content or just in general posting the content. And when people aren't able to stay consistent, that leads them to giving up. And the reality is that you just need to learn how to consistently deck out content, You just need to sit in front of a camera, especially when it comes to YouTube, and just record a video, record a second video, record a third video, and obviously focus on value. Make sure you know what you're talking about. Make sure that it's educational if you're aiming for education. Make sure that it's entertaining for the viewer to watch if you're aiming for entertainment. But at the end of the day, you just need to learn how to consistently deck out content. And when you get into the rhythm of just go, 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 and you start posting the content consistently, it becomes really easy to do that every single day, and you will inevitably see the quick growth of your channel. And all this comes down to is learning how to click the upload button, because many will say that is just the easiest thing to do. All you need to do is click one button, but you would be surprised how many people just sit in front of the computer hesitating on clicking that upload button, because maybe you'll rewatch your video, you're not satisfied with it. Maybe you'll think the SEO is off, the thumbnail isn't great, the title isn't great, you know. Maybe there's something wrong with the description or something I said at some point in the video. And again, when you get into this train of thought of constantly overthinking, you will really slow down, not just, again, your upload rate, but your channel growth. And all this comes down to is knowing how to just click the upload button, because once you click the upload button, your video's up, and then you can go ahead and start focusing on the next video.
So the third reason that we hit 10,000 subscribers in just 7 months is that we focused on value. For anyone watching this video, or for anyone on YouTube at all, you're on YouTube and you're on the platform to get value. Now, that could be just comedy, it could just be passing time, it could be, watching someone stream video games, but it could also be learning new things. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter who you are. If you don't provide value to somebody, you don't provide them with some entertainment, or you don't learn something new, they're not going to watch, they're not going to subscribe to your channel, and they're just going to probably dislike, unsub, and leave. Anyway, at the end of the day, viewers really just seek value, whether it's education or entertainment. So what Mitch and I did is we found something that we were also knowledgeable on, and we could make educational. So if you go and look through our video history, they're almost all in some sort of business concept or about, building our own business, scale online. And what it really comes down to is we're qualified to give this advice, and it's advice that people need. So we're trying to give people value while also being knowledgeable at the same time. That's what anyone should really strive for while on YouTube. You should always be trying to showcase your skills and knowledge to viewers, because at the end of the day, this ensures that the viewer is, absorbing knowledge from someone who is actually qualified. For instance, you're not going to take someone's advice on, how to work out and, how to get gains per se. You're not going to take someone's advice if they don't look fit and they don't lift a lot of weight. And the same thing goes for every other channel on YouTube. For example, if you're trying to figure out a new gym workout and you want to figure out how to get abs or something like that, and you go to YouTube, you're not going to want to watch a video from someone who's obviously not fit and who obviously doesn't lift weights every single day. And the same thing goes for any channel. You don't want to take travel advice from someone who doesn't travel at all on YouTube. You also don't want to take any advice from someone who doesn't start a company. So what it comes down to is you just want to look and you want to see, hey, what am I knowledgeable on? How can I bring value? And is that entertainment, educational? Doesn't matter. As long as I'm knowledgeable on something, I know a lot about the topic, and people find it interesting, you should just make videos on it.
Now, this is a topic that many people know, but most don't, even though they are all told they need to do that, whether it's from your friend, your wife, your husband, your colleagues, your professors, teachers, or anyone that you spend your time with and learn from. Again, this is something that most people know but don't do, and that is staying consistent. When Emiliano and I first launched our YouTube channel, we would post 3 times a week for the span of 3 to 4 months before transitioning it into posting 2 times a week. And during this time when we were posting 3 times a week, we realized that we need to really post consistently and frequently, because not only will that get us better in front of the camera, but it will keep us less lazy and keep us from giving up, because the more, again, you're in the go, go, go mentality and you're posting, again, 3 times a week for a span of 3 to 4 months, you're decking out a lot of videos and content. And once you start doing this, you will see that YouTube will favor your channel, because the YouTube algorithm is super powerful, and it will always favor channels of especially beginners that are posting, again, consistently and frequently. So as we started really focusing on posting consistently and frequently, we noticed that our engagement per video would increase, our watch time would increase, our likes, subscribers per video, again, watch time, that would all increase. And that is literally because not only were we posting good quality content in which we would give off value that benefits the viewer on the other side of the screen, but we would do it consistently, allowing YouTube to really favor our channel. And overall, that would really expedite our channel growth and, again, reach, because as YouTube starts pushing out your channel, more people will see it. And again, the people seeing it are those that you are really targeting in their niche. So our niche is entrepreneurship, finance, e-commerce, and just self-help. And again, these are value-based videos, and YouTube will really target those people organically, because YouTube knows the type of audience you're trying to reach. Their algorithm is super smart, and you will see that your audience and channel will begin to grow as you start following these steps. And finally, one of the main reasons of why people give up in building a YouTube channel is because they are not confident in their ability in front of the camera. Now, for example, with Emiliano and I, when we first started our YouTube channel, we would constantly say words such as like, we would pause, we would lose our train of thought, we would repeat ourselves. And again, these are still mistakes that happen, and we commit, and we are focused on constantly fixing them. But again, we are still students of the game, and we are learning every single day, and not just us, but everyone else focused on whether it's building a YouTube channel or applying for a certain job or just building a certain skill. It is always a learning process, and perfection simply does not exist. And you just need to get used to being in front of the camera and decking out videos every single day. Again, if you're posting 3 times per week consistently for the span of 3 to 4 months, you will inevitably get way better. And as you get better in front of the camera, your speaking skills will improve drastically. And this is something that not just will help you in front of the camera while growing your YouTube channel, but this is, again, something that will help you outside of building a social media presence, because whether you're applying for a job or being interviewed or hanging out with friends or closing some sort of business deal, and just in general, any sort of social interaction or activity, you'll notice that your social skills and speaking skills will become much more efficient and drastically increased. And that is all due to your consistency in front of the camera when growing your YouTube channel. So hey guys, once again, thank you so much for helping us hit the 10,000 subscriber goal. You don't understand how thankful we are for you guys and engaging with this channel. Again, this channel is super important to us, and we are just continuing to deck out content, learn every single day, and we are super excited to seeing where this channel not just takes us, but the amount of people that we are able to help and impact. And yeah, guys, to wrap this video up, we hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, smash the like button, subscribe, leave a comment below of what you thought about this video. And again, our Instagrams are down in the description below. If you have any questions with us, want to network or communicate with us, feel free to shoot us a DM. And yeah, we hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Adios.